Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to use MidiSing version 1.2.0. So we're going to start with the MIDI to chart feature first, and we're going to be making a new chart for Cold Killer from Funkin' Corruption Mix Halloween Edition. So first off, you're going to want to open your DAW of choice. I use FL, so that's what this tutorial is for. You can use this one if you want to, if you don't have FL, but yeah. Anyway, so you're going to want to make a new pattern. I named mine MIDI, and personally I found it easier if you put it under the vocals so you can have both the vocals and the lovely sounding MIDI when you're done. Yep, it's really beautiful. So that's one of my tips, like making a chart. You're going to want to have so you're going to want to use like an instrument, and I'll explain the notes. So you have left, down, up, and right for the player. And then we have left, up, down, and right for the dab. And then we have camera controls. So we have, this goes to the boyfriend's camera, and this is for dad's camera, whoever it's going to focus on. So then you kind of just already made like the chart. That basically what you'll do is you'll get the voices. I usually do one character at a time, so I started with dad, or in this case blow posture, and you just take the notes. It doesn't really matter the pitch again because you're just putting them on these, but I just put them like this, and then it sounds lovely, but yeah, this is like the chart data. You're just basically writing that, and it's much quicker than having to place the notes in the chart editor. So that's kind of how you do that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory once you know where to place things and how to do it. It's pretty easy. So yeah, once you have your chart complete, all the camera, all the notes, you're just going to come up here, and you're going to click File, Export as MIDI file, and you're just going to export the MIDI to a place you can find it, and then we're going to open MidiSing, so I'll see you there. Alright, once you open MidiSing, you'll see two tabs. We're going to get to this one in a second, but for now we're doing MIDI to chart. So you're going to input your MIDI file, you're going to put in your output file, actually let's see, yeah, so we're going to put in the MIDI file, so Cold Killer, and we're going to put our output file, and for now we're just going to do Cold Killer here. So I already input the chart into the build for Funkin' Corruption Mix Halloween Edition, but you obviously would be putting this in your, like, you know what to put it, in the data folder for your song. So there's that. So then you pick your psychengine version, so either it's a version 1.0 and above, or it's psychengine version 0.6 or 0.7.3. So pick one that's according to what version you're using, obviously. Then you can change the song name, which should already be filled, but just in case you can change it if you need. Then you can choose the character. So I'm going to be using blow posture. Then we have, oh wait, my bad. So we'll have boyfriends here that you can change to boyfriend, the dad, the girlfriend. I'm just gonna leave the same because you can't even see girlfriend in the song. And then stage. This one's just called Z because we didn't get any in the files that you name your stage. You can change the scroll speed. I'm going to do 2.7, and then the BPM should be already chosen for you, but if you need, you can override it and choose your own. Make sure you leave the one, like, for your MIDI checked. Don't uncheck it, or it probably won't work. I've tested it, but I mean, obviously just leave it checked. And then you generate. And then there you go. Now you have your track, and let's go see if it works.
3, 2, 1, go!
And as you can see, it's working perfectly. But yeah, as you can see, the chart is working perfectly. I would say one thing is when you export your MIDI or like before, make sure there are no errors with your camera and make sure your notes are correct. I have, like when I was exporting the MIDI, or sorry, the chart, I accidentally had one of the notes up too high and it was messing with the camera. And I thought something was wrong with the script, but no, it was just me placing the notes. So now I'm going to try to use the second tab, so I'll meet you there. Alright, so once you reopen MidiSing, you can just go to the second tab, and this one's a lot more simple. You just input your JSON, so for it has to be for versions 0.6 to 1.0.4, it has to be in between those, that you just input your JSON, then you do a MIDI output, so you can do cold killer clone, and then it shows you the amount of notes, and then boom. There you go. Now, if I were to do this, we should get a very similar looking, oh my god, I'll meet you there. Alright, sorry about that, now we're here. So if I were to open this, we should get a very similar looking chart, and as you can see, we do. So there we go. And now, let's just say you wanted a MIDI for a chart you already had. There you go. So yeah, that's how you use MidiSing version 1.2.0. I hope this helps you guys with charting and anything else you might need it for. See ya!